Hello, friends. Welcome to Storycraft. On this channel, you will enjoy world top stories. Let's view the video. The Irish Brigade, exiled soldiers who changed the fate of France and Spain. The flight from Ireland, exile and the birth of the brigade in the early 17th century. Ireland was a land caught in the brutal grip of conflict and conquest. The English Crown was tightening its hold, pushing Irish Catholics to the margins of society. The island had already seen decades of rebellion, bloodshed, and shattered hopes, but nothing compared to the devastating blow that came with the flight of the wild geese. This was not just a flight, it was an exodus of the bravest Irish warriors, the noble sons of ancient clans, forced to leave their homeland behind after the crushing defeat in the Williamite War, 1688–1691. The Treaty of Limerick marked the end of this conflict, but sealed the fate of countless Irish soldiers who refused to submit to English rule. Instead of surrendering, they chose exile, a painful decision to leave everything familiar for uncertain futures abroad. The story begins with these men, proud and defiant, crossing the sea to continental Europe. Their destination, France and Spain, two Catholic monarchies eager to welcome soldiers who could help them in their own wars against Protestant powers. These exiled Irish soldiers were known as the wild geese. They carried with them not just their weapons, but a fierce loyalty to Ireland and a burning desire to reclaim honor and purpose. But what they found in France was more than just refuge. They found an opportunity to rebuild their lives and their identities through military service. France, under King Louis XIV, was embroiled in constant warfare across Europe. The king's armies welcomed the Irish with open arms, forming the Irish Brigade, a unit composed entirely of these exiled fighters. Far from being mere mercenaries, these men were regarded as elite soldiers, fierce, disciplined, and fiercely loyal. Their reputation grew quickly, and so did their importance. The Irish Brigade became more than a fighting force. It became a symbol of resistance and hope for the Irish diaspora. Each soldier carried the weight of his homeland's suffering and the dream of one day returning free. Their battle cry echoed not just for France or Spain, but for Ireland itself. As these men marched under the French flag, their story took root in the broader tapestry of European history. Exiled but unbroken, they would soon change the fate of two great nations. But their journey began with the heartbreak of leaving home, the sacrifice of exile, and the birth of a legend. Fighting for France, the Irish Brigade's valor. On the battlefield, the Irish Brigade's arrival in France was just the beginning of an epic saga of bravery, blood, and unyielding loyalty. These exiled warriors quickly proved themselves on some of the most brutal battlefields of 17th and 18th century Europe. Their fighting style, discipline, and unwavering spirit became the stuff of legends. From the outset, the Irish Brigade was distinguished by its fierce commitment to honor and excellence. Their red coats, adorned with green facings, a subtle nod to their Irish heritage, became a striking presence on the battlefield. But it was their valor in combat that truly set them apart. The brigade first tested its mettle during the 9 Years' War, 1688–1697, fighting alongside French forces against a coalition of European powers. Their bravery was evident in battles, like Fontenoy in 1745, where the Irish Brigade played a pivotal role in a stunning French victory against the British. At Fontenoy, the Irish soldiers faced their former enemies, English troops, with unmatched ferocity. According to legend, when the British called on them to lay down their arms, the Irish responded with a defiant cheer and a powerful volley of musket fire. Their courage and tenacity turned the tide of battle and became an emblematic moment in Irish military history. But the brigade was more than just a force on the battlefield. They embodied a living bridge between Ireland's lost past and Europe's turbulent present. They fought not only for their adopted nations, but for the hope that their sacrifices might one day lead to Ireland's freedom. Over the decades, the Irish Brigade earned the respect of French kings, generals, and soldiers alike. They became renowned for their loyalty, never wavering, never retreating, even when the odds were stacked against them. Their reputation attracted more exiles from Ireland, swelling their ranks and solidifying their legacy. In Spain, Irish soldiers from the brigade also played crucial roles, particularly during the War of the Spanish Succession. Their battlefield exploits extended the influence of the brigade beyond France, proving their versatility and unwavering commitment. The Irish Brigade's story is one of transformation, from exiled soldiers stripped of homeland to celebrated heroes who shaped the fate of European powers. They fought battles that altered history, but perhaps their greatest victory was preserving the spirit of Ireland through centuries of hardship and exile. Spain's allies, how the brigade shaped the War of Succession. The Irish Brigade's story didn't stop with France. Across the Pyrenees in Spain, these exiled soldiers became key players in one of the most decisive conflicts of the early 18th century, the War of the Spanish Succession, 1701-1714. This war would decide the fate of Europe's thrones and redraw the continent's political map. Spain, struggling to maintain its vast empire, found an unexpected lifeline in the Irish Brigade. Many Irish soldiers, who had initially served France, also crossed into Spanish service, drawn by the promise of Catholic solidarity and the hope of striking a blow against English and Dutch forces. Their presence was vital in the numerous battles that defined the war. The Irish fought fiercely alongside Spanish troops in campaigns across the Iberian Peninsula, from the rugged mountains of Catalonia to the plains surrounding Madrid. Their experience, discipline, and courage earned them a reputation as some of the finest soldiers in the conflict. One of the most dramatic moments came during the Battle of Almanza in 1707. The Irish Brigade, fighting under the Bourbon claimant, Philip V, faced off against a coalition led by the English-supported Archduke Charles. Against overwhelming odds, the Irish troops held the line with remarkable resilience and helped secure a decisive victory that shifted the balance of power in favor of the Bourbons. Their success wasn't just military, it was deeply symbolic. The Irish Brigade embodied the unity of Catholic Europe against rising Protestant powers. Their fight was seen as part of a larger struggle for religious and political survival. Beyond the battlefield, the brigade also influenced Spanish military culture. Their strict discipline and battle-hardened tactics introduced new standards to the Spanish army, helping modernize it at a time when Spain desperately needed to rebuild its strength. The brigade's role in Spain also cemented lasting ties between Irish exiles and the Spanish crown. Many Irish officers rose to prominent positions in the Spanish army and government, creating a diaspora that would influence Spanish affairs for decades. Though far from their native Ireland, the soldiers of the Irish Brigade carried their homeland's hopes with them in every campaign. Their fight in Spain was not just about winning battles. It was about proving that even in exile, they were a force to be reckoned with, a proud symbol of resistance that refused to fade away. Legends and leaders, the heroes who defined the Irish Brigade, behind every great army, are the legends and leaders who inspire and shape its destiny. The Irish Brigade's story is rich with unforgettable characters whose bravery and leadership elevated the brigade to legendary status. One such figure was Patrick Sarsfield, the fiery Irish nobleman whose name became synonymous with Irish resistance. As a commander during the Williamite War, Sarsfield was a symbol of defiance and hope. After exile, he played a crucial role in organizing and leading Irish troops in France, helping lay the foundation for the brigade's future. Another towering figure was Daniel O'Brien, who rose through the ranks to become a respected general in the French army. O'Brien's strategic mind and relentless determination earned him accolades, and he was pivotal in many of the brigade's early victories. His leadership inspired a generation of Irish soldiers to fight not just for foreign crowns, but for the honor of their own people. The bravery of Count John O'Neill also became legendary, commanding the Irish Brigade during the War of the Spanish Succession. O'Neill was known for his tactical genius and unwavering loyalty. His leadership at battles like Almansa not only secured military victories, but also cemented the brigade's reputation as an elite fighting force. These leaders, and many others like them, became symbols of a warrior spirit that transcended borders. They kept alive the stories of Ireland, inspiring soldiers to fight with courage and conviction despite being far from home. The brigade's legends extended beyond commanders to include the everyday soldiers who fought with unmatched bravery. Tales of Irish soldiers standing firm under fire, rallying their comrades in desperate moments, and refusing to surrender became the stuff of folklore. Their loyalty was legendary. The brigade's soldiers were known for their refusal to desert or switch allegiances, even when facing starvation, harsh winters, or brutal enemies. This fierce loyalty made the Irish Brigade a trusted and feared unit across European battlefields. Their motto, Fá a Balla, meaning clear the waistgun, was not just a battle cry but a promise. It embodied their determination to fight through any obstacle, to carve a path forward no matter the cost. The Irish Brigade wasn't just an army, it was a brotherhood bound by shared loss, shared hope, and an unbreakable spirit. Their stories continue to inspire long after the cannons fell silent. Legacy of Exile. How the Irish Brigade changed European history. The Irish Brigade's impact stretched far beyond the battlefield. Their courage, resilience, and loyalty reshaped the political and military landscape of Europe and left a legacy that still echoes today. By fighting for France and Spain, the brigade influenced the outcome of major wars that defined European power struggles. They helped preserve Catholic monarchies during turbulent times and slowed the advance of Protestant powers that threatened their homelands. Their presence also strengthened Irish identity abroad. The brigade became a symbol of pride for the Irish diaspora, proof that even in exile, the Irish spirit could thrive and shape history. Officers from the brigade went on to hold important positions in foreign armies and governments, blending Irish courage with European politics. Their descendants would continue to play roles in the military and diplomatic arenas for centuries. Most importantly, the brigade's story reminds us of the power of resilience. Forced from their homeland, these exiled soldiers forged new paths, proving that loyalty and honor can survive even the greatest hardships. The Irish Brigade's legacy is a testament to the enduring spirit of a people who refuse to be forgotten. A story of exile, bravery, and triumph that changed the fate of nations. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel Storycraft for more interesting videos.